Hey guys, Woods Farm here. We're just up at Lake Superior Provincial Park and we're going to start our hike of the coastal trail. What we did is we came up to Gargantua Harbor and we're going to actually hike south along the coastal trail back to Agawa Bay. So the first day we're going to hike north up towards Indian Harbor, and there's a few different campsites up there. We're going to get up there this afternoon, and then tomorrow we're going to come back. We'll pass back through here and head south along the trail. The reason we're doing this is because we want to do the entire section of the trail. So at the beginning we have to do a little bit of backtracking, but that's what you got to do for the full trail. Just take note, the road coming off of Highway 17 to get to Gargantua Harbor, it's actually a little more rugged than I would have expected. I think at certain times of the year, particularly in the spring, it might be difficult to get down that road, especially if your car has, not very much ground clearance. We came down in a pickup truck, so it was no problem, but definitely the road is a little rougher than I thought, so keep that in mind. So it's about 12:15, and we're just starting out, heading north. Just taking a little detour down to Gargantua Harbor, and there's a little First Nations campground here with some longhouses. Okay, so this is an old ranger cabin. There's a sign on the side. It looks a little run down now. That is Devil's Warehouse Island, and then right beside it, I believe that's Dixon Island. So we're seeing some game trails, and we've seen some moose droppings a little ways back, and then we came up on this. And normally that would look like a whitetail antler rub, but it is way too high off the ground. And then you look a little further down the trail, and there is a spruce tree that is also shredded, and that is way too high off the ground and way too big of a tree to be a white-tailed deer. So I've noticed as you turn away from Warp Bay, and that's coming past the waterfall, the terrain definitely gets a little more rugged. Okay, so I'd say this is about the steepest, most rugged part that we've hit so far. Okay, so we're at the end of the trail, and this is the last campsite in the line. A little tent spot here. And there's a little creek where you might be able to get water, probably a little bit better than the lake. We're still not sure if we're going to stay here or double back 3K to Warp Bay. Okay, so we've decided to stay at this camp. It's the furthest north on the coastal trail, and it took us about 2 hours to get here from Warp Bay. But considering it's overcast and it's 5:15 now, we're figuring we can't make it back to Warp Bay before dark. And this is such a nice camp. There's really good access to water. We're just going to stay here. It doesn't put us behind schedule. It puts us basically right on track. And we'll get an early start tomorrow morning and make our way back past the parking lot at Gargantuan Bay and head southward. So this is dinner tonight. Homemade dehydrated chicken, rice, and broccoli. And it is pretty good. So for water purification, we just use the Sawyer Mini. We've got 2 of them, and we've got these water bags that you buy. They don't come with it, but you buy them and it makes it a lot easier to scoop and capture water and store water for purification.